Alright guys, so I've built a few different custom tracks and I've played a lot of your guys' custom tracks, and you can kind of see, or you have seen, what I like to see in a track and sections that I like to see in a track. What I want to do today is build my nightmare track, and I know it'd be really easy to build bridge after bridge after bridge, 180 bridge after bridge. We've seen that. Nobody really enjoys that kind of track. What I want to do is take all the pieces I really don't like to see or use and put it in a track, or take pieces that I don't mind but put them in really annoying ways on the track. So basically I want to build my nightmare track, a track that is going to give me a headache that I don't really enjoy. I thought it'd be kind of fun. It's kind of weird. It's like opposite. I am going to build a track I don't really enjoy, but yet I think it would be kind of fun to build a track that has everything that I don't really enjoy. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to build it, and then we will test it out after we finish it. Here we have the first track, well, not the first track, the first version of this track, and I don't know, it's a really bad track. Now, I did put the starting, or the finish line here, right off the start. I thought that was a bit different, but it lands on a really, really small landing. It's just like the large whoop. I don't like having these ginormous jumps into these itty-bitty, teeny-weeny little landings. I don't know why, I don't like it. I mean, sometimes it works out like that, but I just don't enjoy it. Obviously, I do not enjoy, I don't know anybody that enjoys the back-to-back bridges. It's awful. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Might have to back up. You can't actually jump. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro. Get out of this. Alright, well, there you go. Don't enjoy it. Now, the sand, I do like the sand. I wish we had more options for the sand. Hopefully we get that in the next game. But I don't really like seeing it, like, I don't know, back to back like that. I mean, I like seeing it a little bit at a time, but we basically just turned it into big sand whoops, and that's not really what it is. The hip, obviously, I don't enjoy. The wall doesn't bother me. I just kind of put that in there. I don't know what I was trying to do. Now, here we have the step on, step off, but we have nothing to step off to. I just don't enjoy that. I really like seeing something like a landing to step off to. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just something that I don't like seeing. And then you'll see some pre-made stuff like there. There we had the, before we had the back-to-back, the double table section pre-made. I just don't, I want to see stuff that's not pre-made. And then a lot of the hip, because I do not like the hip. I mean, I have used it. It is kind of a situational thing for me. And then here again, the finish line with the itty-bitty little landing. And then here, I don't enjoy this, and I see this a lot. I see where we have a really big jump into a whoop section. I don't know why. I just don't, I've never really been a fan of that. Right there, we kind of got to the top. And then you have seen a few sections where it's like S-turning. I am not a huge fan of that usually. I mean, all this stuff, if it's done right, it doesn't bother me. But in this kind of way, like if someone was if this was a real track, I would hate it. I can't say I'd ever give it a 5-star if it was does your track suck. Can we give it 5 stars? You know, I don't really know, because I don't really know if anything is ever going to be 5 stars. I don't know if you can build anything bad enough to actually be a 5-star track, but this is pretty close. We have the really long whoop section. I've seen this a lot, and I love whoops, man. I love whoops. I love watching races that have really big, tough, long whoop sections. I mean, it's great, but in the game, it doesn't have, it doesn't make the track any harder. It doesn't add any character to the track. It doesn't really do anything. Then if we roll this, you can double these. I'm just not good at it because I don't get any practice, because I hate it. And then here we are back at the straight. And also, you can see on the track, there's a bunch of sections that just don't really go anywhere. There's really no rhyme or reason or flow. I really love seeing, when we play other people's custom tracks, I love seeing tracks built by other people where I can tell they had an idea. Like, this is exactly what they were going for. Alright, so there you can kind of get to the top, so it's a little bit less annoying, but you can see where it is very annoying. It can be very annoying. I mean, I don't know if I know anybody that loves seeing that was kind of weird. Where they love seeing back-to-back bridges that just don't go anywhere and don't have a jump onto them or over them or anything like that. I don't know if I've seen that, because the face of the bridge can get so weird sometimes. And occasionally you have a step on, step off where you're not going to be stepping off to anything. It just happens, and that doesn't make it a bad track, but it is something that I don't really enjoy. And then, again, all the pre-made stuff. Sometimes the pre-made stuff with other pieces built around it works pretty cool. But a track made just out of pre-made stuff isn't my favorite. Ooh, this was different. Yeah, but it's just awful, man. It's just awful. The flow on this feels like a does our track suck, like we were taking opinions from everybody else, and this is what we came up with. Now, I'm not sure, maybe if you got enough of a run you could triple the here, but that's not the point. That's not what I was going for when I was doing this. And I mean, we could have made a worse track, but most of the pieces in the game I enjoy, and I enjoy seeing them, and some of the pre-made stuff I enjoy seeing in the game if it's done, you know, in conjunction, I guess, with other pieces. You know, it's part of a elaborate rhythm section or something. And the sand, I really enjoy the sand if it's done well and not just slapped together with no rhyme or reason as to how it's done. Back-to-back sand section corners really suck. I guess I kind of forgot to put that in there. The sand sweeper doesn't bother me, but just putting like a bunch of 180s back-to-back in an S-turn fashion, I'm not a big fan of. And then here you can see where we're kind of S-turning. I'm not a fan of that. I just feel like it's a sloppy design. But I mean, I'm sure I'm offending some people. Some people really love it, and that's your opinion. If you really like it, great. I don't. I just don't. Here's pre-made stuff. So there is the track. Something that would kind of be a nightmare for me. It's just not really fun. We might try and do a better one eventually. This is interesting that you can actually do that. I didn't really expect to be able to do that. But it'd probably be better to roll it and then double. But, I mean, we're not really looking for hot lines here. What are we doing? We're not looking for hot lines. And there's no way you're tripling off this. There's no way. So if we roll it, maybe we can wheel tap off of that. Maybe that would be faster. I really don't know. But there you go. That is a nightmare build for me. It has a bunch of stuff that I really didn't enjoy. And we could probably do better. Maybe we'll come back and do it again eventually if I spend more time on it and try and really think about what I really don't like seeing. And again, we could have made it worse by every single 90-degree corner had a hip or to bridge after bridge after bridge. I mean, you could have made this way more annoying, but the point was to kind of build a track with a layout that would have a bunch of stuff I don't like. So there's my nightmare track. Let me know in the comments what your guys' nightmare track would be, or let me know if in the comments if there's something on this track that you really do enjoy, because I don't really enjoy any of it, but the way it's built. So yeah, let me know in the comments. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.